1 minute, friends. Hello, everyone. Before we start this class, I request that we all do a 1 minute meditation, because what we are going to discuss is pretty much a very deep concept. So let's all do a 1 minute meditation. I'm just going to put on the timer now. Okay, before that, to the Supreme God, my spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, holy masters, all the saints, holy angels, spiritual helpers, and all the great ones, I humbly invoke for your divine guidance, divine love, divine blessings, for illumination, for divine oneness, divine bliss, divine health, and divine protection. I thank you in full faith. I hereby invoke the divine guidance of Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji, Matar Babaji, and all the divine beings who are with us today, who's going to help us understand some of the important concepts which are very important for our living. Okay. So I'm just going to start the 1 minute timer and let's go into meditate. Cross your legs, cross your hands, cross your palms, close your eyes. And now just observe your breath for about a minute. Okay, slowly come back to your breath, come back to your senses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your palms on your eyes. Thank you. Okay, friends. So today we will be talking about some of the important concepts that we've been discussing in the last 1 month. We've been, for all who are new here, just wanted to also share that we were conducting a class on gratitude and the practice of gratitude at a very deeper level. Okay. And today we are going to be summarizing some of the important concepts that we discussed in that class. Because in that class, we not only discussed gratitude, we also discussed some of the life skills to lead a very important and happy life. So I felt that it's better that we create a new class for that, or rather create a new meeting for that, and then record it so that even you will be benefited and you can take it forward. Okay, so for the newcomers, I think it's going to be slightly new because I am going to be summarizing many of these concepts. So, and in November, I'll also be conducting another course on the book called Divine Design. Starts on November 2nd. If you're interested, you can join that also, because that will also help you understand some of the deeper understandings will come. And then it'll be easy for you to attend classes like this and then get an even more deeper understanding. See, because you all know that we are leading our general lives, right? We all have problems. We all have problems, and then we are leading our lives. But the point is, we are still unhappy. We are still unhappy with the challenges. We don't like our challenges. We don't like the daily ups and downs that we have in our life, right? So today, what we are going to learn is, we are going to learn about how to basically refine this and how to take this from a different perspective. Okay, I'm just going to help you change your perspective so that despite the challenges that you have in your life, you will be able to see things differently. Okay, so that is the major focus of this class. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen now. Right? So I am ready to see things differently. It's an affirmation. This is something that you need to tell yourself with a very, very strong conviction that I am ready to see things differently. I'm ready to proceed towards oneness. I'm ready to walk the path towards eternal bliss, complete happiness. Irrespective of the challenges you are going to face in your life, you should be happy, because you can't make challenges go away. You have to look at the challenges in the face and be able to take the lessons from those challenges and then be happy. This is an art. This is a skill that you already have, but you have forgotten the skill. So today I'm just showing you, or I'm just giving you an information about what you already know. Okay, it is there inside you. Whatever you take away from this session, that is what you are ready to see as of now. That is what you're ready to absorb as of now. But keep coming back to this recording again and again and again, and then you will understand something different every single time you come back to this recording. Okay, so whatever is your level of consciousness, you will be able to absorb based on that. Okay, you can share your takeaways at the end of the session, so that if there are anything that you have in terms of questions or anything like that, I can definitely answer. Okay, so let us go ahead. Okay, I'll be touching upon the concept of duality versus oneness in my November class, but I'm just going to give you a summary. We have few slides to cover today, so I'm just going to give you a summary. Why is it that we are constantly stuck in a state of sadness, in a state of there is no rest. You go and, I mean, anything that you do in your life, you do with the hope that there is going to be happiness if I do that, right? Let's say if I go and then eat some food, you feel that I'm going to be happy because that food keeps me happy. You get married because that marriage will keep you happy. Being with a companion will keep you happy. A girl wants to be with a man, and then, sorry, a lady wants to be with a man wants to be with a lady, and their union is what keeps them happy. They want to have children because children keep them happy. They want the child to get good marks because the good marks that the child gets keeps them happy. Then they want somebody to treat them with respect because that keeps them happy. So anything that you do with an expectation that it is going to keep you happy. Okay, so there is a sense of separation. It is not coming from inside. There is this whole world around you, right? There is an expectation that this will give me happiness, 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 this will give me happiness. So there is a sense of separation. I am not that, but there is something there that will give me happy. So let me hold on to that. Okay, that is what called a sense of separation. Good is separate from bad. There is one good, there is one bad. There is, in a coin, there is a heads and there is a tail, right? There are judgments we pass across people. We say, she is bad, I am good. I know better than them. She is not good enough. I don't like her behavior. She's fat. He's thin. He's very rude to me. Okay, we have a sense of judgment. We stand in the position of a judge and say, hey, you are this. We are passing a comment. We are passing judgments on somebody. We compare this versus this. There are expectations in our life. We say that such and such a person in my life should behave in such and such a way. Let's say if I have my mother-in-law, she should treat me like this only. If I have my husband, he should treat me like this only. Why? Because society has told husband has to be like this, wife has to be like this. Yes, they've shown in movies. In good movies where hero and heroine are leading a very happy life, the hero is exactly like this. Hero should be like Hrithik Roshan. My husband should be like Hrithik Roshan. He's very thin. So all these comparisons we make. We compare children. We compare one child versus another child. We compare one finger versus another finger. We compare one body part with another body part. We compare one part of our life with another part of our life. Morning, I was very good. Morning, I was very happy. Night, I was very sad. Today, I am okay. Yesterday, I was not okay. Today, I am healthy. Yesterday, I was not healthy. Right? Sad, happy. Today, I am sad. Yesterday, I was happy. And we have a sense of separation from God. God is only in the temples. Right? God is only in the temples. God is only in the puja. I have to do all this puja. Otherwise, God will be very angry. If I don't do X, Y, Z, let's say I have taken one vrat or something like that. If I don't do that, God will be very unhappy. And only if I do all that, God will be happy. If God is happy, I am going to get moksha. Okay? And depressions. Depression because something has not worked out in our life. Depression because the family is not treating you properly. Depression because somebody died. Depression because mother died, father died, child died. Somebody who you were very attached to died. Then physical disease. Disease is keeping me uncomfortable, so I don't like my body. I hate myself. I don't like what I do. High expectation on oneself. Right? And there's one past, there's one present, there's a future. All are separate. Right? And why is this? Because we are in the very, very heavy body, energy-wise. Okay, I'm not talking about fatness, obesity. I'm talking about heaviness of energy that is flowing inside the body. Okay, the body is made up of atoms, right? The body is made up of atoms. At a molecular level, it is made up of atoms, right? That atomic energy, the energy that is getting generated, this energy, this body is very heavy. It is, the electrons are vibrating at a very, very slow pace. That is called density. It is called very slow vibration. Why does that happen? Because of lower frequency emotions that are inside the body. All these examples that I told. Plus consuming animals or taking things from animals so that I can live. Dependency on animals. Right? When we depend on animals who are nothing but our own, we are also from the animal kingdom. They are also from the animal kingdom. We are a better evolved animal. They are not a better evolved animal. right? We have completed our evolution through animal bodies, and then we have come into human body. So we think I am better than the animals. The animals cannot talk, they cannot walk, they can walk, they cannot talk, they have no capacity to defend themselves. I can do whatever I want because I have the intelligence to dominate over them. So that kind of mindset is there, right? Either you do it or you support that kind of mindset. For your pleasures will get attached to karmic problems. And that kind of subconscious mindset is there because of loss of past generational habits that we have, which may not be your, which we cannot blame. But I can say that today, when you get the awareness, you are not in this class by chance. You are here because you are ready to hear this. So work on going towards plant-based living. Don't use any animals for your pleasure. Don't use any animal body parts for your pleasure. Don't use any animals, don't use any silk because there is cruelty in that. Don't use any products which have animal cruelty testing in that. Don't use any animal parts that have been added into the cosmetics and other things. So work on that kind of thinking. Don't use dairy and dairy products because that is a milk that is used for its baby. It is not your food. You can live without it. You have lived without your own mother's milk for the last so many years. Why do you need another mother's milk for your own survival? You are not a baby anymore. You need your coffee, tea. You can make it with plant-based products. You have cashew milk, you can make coconut milk, you can make almond milk, you can make oat milk. There are plenty of recipes on YouTube. There are plenty of courses that are getting conducted across the world. Free of cost, they are getting conducted also. And we have plenty. We have our own playlist that we have conducted called Holistic Buddha. By the end of this session, I can always share that in the chat. So please see that videos and then incorporate plant-based living into your lifestyle, right? So lack of knowledge as to who I am. I am an Atma. If I am an Atma and I have come here as a guest, I've come here as a visitor to Earth, and this host called Earth has given me body, has given me experiences, has given me all this pleasure, nature and all of those things just for my sightseeing or experience, so that I can come to this place and see how does it feel like to be on Earth. But what happened in this physical body, I forgot myself because it is all very real. It feels real because it wants to give you a real-time experience, but you forgot. So because of that, we have forgotten ourselves. So that Atma Jnana that we have within ourselves is not there. It is forgotten. So because of that forgotten knowledge, we have become ignorant of who we are. That is why we are in duality. Duality means we are going in a cycle of infinity. Infinity of good. There is one bad, there's one good. You know, infinity symbol, right? It is like this, right? Infinity is like this. From good, we come to bad. From bad, we come to good. From good, we come to bad. And from bad, we come to good. Has anything changed in your life? Have you always been happy like this, like a straight line? If you have not experienced a straight line, then you are in duality. Okay. And in this duality, if you run to get happiness, if you run towards positivity, negativity also will increase in your life. If you run away from negativity, more negativity is going to come to you. If you run away, it will constantly come to you. Whatever you resist will persist. Okay, that is the duality. What is oneness? Oneness means unity. Unity means good is also okay, bad is also okay. Everything is good. Happiness, always happiness. There is no dependency on any experiences to give you happy. No dependency on people to make you happy. You have children, you have husband, you have everybody in your life, but you are always happy. They may be disrespectful to you. They may be rude to you. They may not do your work. They may not listen to you, but you are still happy. Okay, because you have a change in perspective. In your thinking, there is a change in perspective. What is that change? That I'm a visitor to earth, and I have come here to enjoy. I have come here to live this beautiful life. And in this beautiful life, there are so many sightseeings that I have to see. I have to see fear also. I have to experience fear also. I have to experience judgment also. I have to experience suffocation also, irritation also, frustration also, and happiness also, and joy also, and gratitude also. I have to experience everything. So we are here to experience every single thing because I am an Atma. My nature is to be always in that Satchidanand state. So why am I getting worried that I'm unhappy, I'm happy, I'm not happy? Why that problem? You're not changing at all. You as a concept, as a Atma, are not changing at all. Who is changing? This constant body that you're constantly changing to have different experiences in this tourist place. That is what is making you restless. So that change in perspective has to come as to who I am and what should I be serious about? What should I take seriously and what should I not take seriously? That has to come. And then peace of mind will come. And then always a sense of abundance will be there. Why abundance? This perspective change has come. When that mind becomes calm and peaceful, abundance will automatically flow because that is the way it works. There is a concept called law of attraction that will give you that sense of peace of mind and everything will come to you. Whatever you want from this world is going to come to you because in this tourist attraction called Earth, the way you order, how do you place an order for what experience you want? By asking for that order through your emotions. When you place an order of your emotions to this universe, there is a law of attraction which automatically brings that virtual experience to you. There are so many people around you who will give you experience. There are so many objects around you that will give you experience. There are various situations that are going to give you experience. Experiences will come to you via all these people. And how are these experiences designed? You are only asking for it and you are only getting it. Okay, is anybody else involved here? Is there any God involved here? You are only God. I told you, right? You are only God. You are only that Atma. You are descended. When Paramatma descends down into lower densities, it becomes matter. And that matter only is you. So which means you are only that Paramatma which is inside, but you don't have that level of Paramatma. That wisdom is not there. But you are that. The raw material that you have inside you is the Paramatma's essence only. The light energy that you are is that Paramatma only. So which means you are one with God only. No. If every part of you is made with that God, then is God separate? God is not separate. God is inside you only. You are only that God. But you need to reach that level of being God by removing all the misconceptions that you have developed while experiencing Earth. When you go to Taj Mahal, some people may have developed a feeling saying, wow, such a beautiful Taj Mahal. Some people may have told, gee, I don't even like Taj Mahal because this guy killed everybody who made Taj Mahal. Right? Shah Jahan killed everybody who made Taj Mahal. So I don't like it. Or some people might say, oh, it's a burial ground. People have buried bodies there. How is it a sacred place? How is it a good place? Right? These are the belief systems that some of the souls have made. Souls have not made. In that ignorance, it has made. It is called the Jiva, not the Jivatma. Without the understanding that it is an Atma, it is still called a Jiva. Okay, even an animal is called a Jiva. The soul that is in the subtle bodies and soul that is connected to the animal is also a Jiva. We are also Jiva if we don't have the knowledge. Only when we believe that, yes, I am a Jiva with an Atma, who's connected to an Atma, then I will be a Jivatma who's going to behave like an Atma. Okay, otherwise I'm still an animal. I'm still the same Jiva, right? I need to understand all of these things. Then we need to be compassionate towards all the beings around us, because who are all these beings? There are souls inside those beings also. There are souls inside animals also. let's say if I am inside an animal, let's say my Atma is inside that animal, connected to that animal, connected to that physical body. Am I any less than the person the Atma that is connected to me, this physical body? Is it any less? Can I go in that, because that cannot talk, that is less, that is vulnerable, can I go and do whatever I want to that? So that kind of compassion should come. Not only an animal, it should come towards a human being also. So watch all the emotions that you have, superiority complexes, egos, all that you have, right? There also you need to be compassionate, not just to others, but to yourself also. How much of criticism you do towards yourself. So you need to be mindful. Then you need to live in the moment. What is living in the moment? I'll come to that. You will understand that there is no past, present, or future. I will explain this in a very detailed manner in the November class. Okay. So you need to live in the present moment, because if you are giving an experience to the God that is inside you, this physical body is what? Just a dead body, right? Once the subtle body leaves, once the Atma gets disconnected, what are you? You are just a dead body. The people who love you a lot will not keep you even for a day. They will be waiting when your dead body is going to go to the burial ground. You are only as important as that Atma which is connected to you. And if you don't understand the value of that Atma, and if you give all the value to this physical body, you will stand here when your dead body is being treated in a very, what do you say? They'll be talking, sure, we should not keep this dead body pond. It will leak. It will do this. It will do that. And they also maintain a sense of, what is that called? It's called Suta. That Sutaka, they say, right? 10 days, they will not cook food also in the house. Right? After the 13th day purity only, they will even start cooking in the house. That is the importance of your body. So you are only as important as that Atma that is inside you. So be compassionate towards everybody. Give compassion, because that same intelligence called God is inside everybody. As long as that God is connected to you, you are important. As long as that God is not connected to you, you are not important, not at all important. They will weep for you because they only think that something that you were giving to them is lost. You want happiness from them? You're getting happiness, right? Let's say if a mother dies, that mother was doing something to you, right? She was giving you motherly love and all that. If she dies, what will happen? You will cry. Not because the mother is reaching her own family. She's reaching her own family. She's reaching her own home. But you cry because you lost something that she was giving to you. That is a sense of selfishness there. Okay, Bhagavad Gita also talks about it. You need to live in the moment, because if this Atma is taking the experience via this physical body, it is in this moment that it is taking the experience. But if your mind runs away to the past, mind is belonging to this body, okay? If the mind and the body is serving the soul in this experience, then you are living in the moment. In this moment, you're living. But if your mind runs away to the past, it runs away to the future, but your body is doing all physical work in this moment, then what will happen is the experienced taker, or that Atma that is inside, is going to watch there, or it is going to watch here. But what happened to what you're doing here? You have not gained experience only from this. So what will happen? Again and again, again and again, again and again, you'll have to come and do the same work. Because that experience is not received, because the mind ran away somewhere. The mind which has to take the inputs and give it to the intellect to process it, that went away somewhere else. So if everybody is looking there, then only if your body is working here, oh, what happened here? They will come back. Again, the same experience is going to come, so that you can actually do it right again this time. Okay, like this, I don't know how many thousands of lives we have led. Okay, in some books, they say that some people have led, most of us have even led 20,000 lives. Some people have led 2,000 lives. Some people have led 5,000 lives. So that is the kind of work we are doing, right? So fifth density body, which is in a state of oneness, is very light. It is very light because all the junk that we have in this left side is not there. We have dropped all that, and then we have become a light body. We are not carrying the baggage. In our moment to moment, we are not carrying baggage. I'm not saying I'm perfect, friends. I'm just sharing my experience. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. But even I'm in the same journey. Okay, even I'm in the same journey of experiencing all these things. I'm also working on myself, because I've also led many lives like you. I am also in a family. I also have children. I also have a husband. I am also living in a joint family system. So I also have exactly the same experiences that we all have. People have died on me also, right? There are people who have died in my own family also. People have got cancers in my family also. So I am not different. But if I am able to talk like this in front of you, because I am able to understand, I want to improve myself. I want to, that fire is there inside me. So you need to bring that fire inside you as well. So how do you practice this state of oneness? How do you practice living? You can go to multiple classes and everybody is going to give you gyan. But how are you going to actually work on these practices? So in the last 1 month, we did a lot of work on this practice. Okay. So many of you have been in our magic book journey. So you know how much we have worked on daily practicing some of these things, and how many people have improved and told that how their lives have changed drastically in the last 1 month. It is important that you practice. Without practice, nothing is going to work. Okay. So what is the state of mind that you need to improve? You need to bring acceptance in your life. Surrendering. I'll talk about each of these separately. You should stop blaming on somebody. You should stop saying that because of him, the state happened. Because of that, I am sad. Because of him, because of that, because of this situation, because of that experience. Stop blaming, because you have only created that experience. I told you in the previous slide, you have placed an order. The experience came to you, but you don't even have you are not even living in a conscious state to say, I placed the order. When did I place this Amazon order? Yeah, you placed. When you were sleepwalking, right? You were exactly sleepwalking when you placed the order. And when it actually came, you blamed the Amazon for giving you the wrong product. Okay, that is what is happening. So no complaining, no complaining, no complaining about anybody, no complaining. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. And don't complain about yourself also. Don't complain about anybody. Okay, if you're complaining, you should know yourself that you have not practiced anything. You are not even understanding that knowledge. You need to practice. And then no interfering in anybody else's life. Stop pitying other people. Stop pitying people who are diseased. Stop pitying people who are poor. Stop pitying people who need, let's say, some arms or something like that. It doesn't mean that you should be very rude to them or something, but you need to watch yourself. What kind of emotions are generating? Is it superiority complex emotion? Why do you think you are superior than them? Oh, they have disease, or you're power, but I am healthy. Right? We spoke about this in detail in our classes. So when we conduct these classes again, please do join, right? Then you should understand that world is my reflection. This entire world, I have only created. What am I attracting towards me is all the orders that I have placed. So it is my reflection, because it came from this mind only. So it is my reflection. So how much of reflection? Including all my past lives, including all the past lives that I have led on earth by taking different bodies, right? Typically what happens, let's say we have come from place A. Okay, now there is earth. When we have come from place A, okay, we have come from place A to earth. Now what happens, let's say one physical body is taken, and whatever experience had to be taken is now done. Now that physical body is going to die, right? It's old or whatever, and it's going to die. Once that physical body dies, it will not go back to A. Okay, Atma is anyway at A only. But there are something called the subtle bodies that will be in a little above plane, which is like earth only. It will be in that waiting room. From that waiting room, it is going to come back to earth again using a different body. So there is this constant going around from waiting room to earth, waiting room to earth, waiting room to earth, waiting room to earth, waiting room to earth. Okay, this is called the birth and death cycle. There is no escape from this. Okay, you cannot go out of this cycle until you get to the state of oneness. Okay, in the state of oneness only there is absolute happiness. For that, you don't have to go to forest and meditate. You can be the same housewife, the same teacher, the same ayah or whoever you are, the same person who's going somewhere and working, the same mother. You can be the same person, but mentally you will be like an enlightened person. Everybody can be enlightened. Okay, if Buddha can be enlightened, even we can be enlightened. When somebody asked Buddha, why don't you enlighten us? Because you are a great Buddha and all that. He said, boss, I can only show you the path. I cannot take you there. So if he has shown the path, how many people have come and shown us the path? How many people are even showing us the path even today? Right? If many people are associated with PSSM, you know how much work has been done in PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Society of India, to make sure that people understand that they are Atma and they get that knowledge from their own self instead of depending on the world. All this knowledge is already there in many books, in many practices. Today, information explosion has already happened. There is no shortage of information. If you ask your grandmothers, grandfathers and all, they had to depend on some guru. They had to depend on some teacher who had to come and give them all these things. They had to depend on books. And that too, those books would be written in Sanskrit or some old Kannada or some old stuff. Or it would be locked off in some temples in their locker keys and all that. You would never get it. But today, everything is available. Everything is available. But are you ready to take that and follow it into your life? No, you have now become very, what do you say? We have all become very lazy. We just want everything very easily. We are not even washing our clothes. We want washing machine, right? We want instant pot. We want cooker. We want everything very fast. It's like fast food. Quickly, we should go to some class. Quickly, they should tell something. Quickly, we should be able to follow that. Quickly, we need to get enlightened. Quickly, we need to leave earth. That is never how it works. In the past, people were not ready. That knowledge was not there because knowledge also was not there. Even when knowledge came, they did not tell it out so openly, right? Can such a person like me, a housewife or somebody like me, have you ever heard about people talking such kind of talk by a housewife? Nobody. It had to come from some saints who are on the path of enlightenment or something like that. It had to come from somebody in a saffron clothing or something. And only then it was valued. But today, every single person can go to that stage. Wherever we are planted on earth, we can go to that stage. Why should we go to that stage? Because we have to understand, know who we are. Can we be lost in this whole, can we be lost in this infinite circle like this only? And be sad all the time. Keep coming back to fulfill some virtual desires that we think will give happiness. Why this kind of we are lost. In the past, what used to happen? Shiva, Vishnu, all those people are also souls only like us. They have gone through this journey like us and they have become divine. They have understood that I am a divine Atma and they have gone up. They have gone to that level. That is why we think they are gods who can lift us like this. Like I said, somebody went and asked Buddha, right? Please make us enlightened. You are already enlightened. That is what we do. Please Vishnu, please Shiva, please Jesus, please Allah. We keep doing that only. Please lift me from this birth and death cycle. I beg you, I pray you. It doesn't work, friends. You know, the laws have changed. The laws say that We will wait for you till eternity. You only have to do your work and come back. Okay, nobody is coming to lift you. There is nobody. Even there is an avatar and all of those things, Kalki, Gilki, all those people, right? Nobody is going to come and tell you, okay, even if you are a very expectations, you have complaints, you have blames, and then you have suffering and you're sad and all that. Even then I'll give you enlightenment. Don't worry, I'll give you that chocolate, okay? No, it doesn't work. They say that it's okay, pa. Learn from your experiences. I'll wait for you another 2000 lives. I'll wait for you. Come. It's okay. I'll wait for you. I'll guide you. I'll give you all the knowledge. Everything will come to you. Okay. Keep applying, keep applying. Someday you'll realize and then you'll come back. Okay. That is the way life works. You are the only savior for yourself. There is nobody else. Okay. There is no husband who's going to come and help you. There is no child who's going to come and help you. You can keep working till eternity for your children and for your husband. Nobody is going to come and help you. You need to learn to help yourself. And in the process, your reflection will keep changing. I told you, right? All those people are people who are executing your orders. You have placed some orders. You said, I want fear. I want anxiety. I want lack of respect. All that, right? So those are the orders you have placed, and they are now executing the orders in front of you. And if you place a new order, they will bring a new order. They will execute a new order. But they are not people who will change for you and show you different order. You will see only the order that you have placed. So can you change any of your family members? You can't change. Who you have to change? You have to change your order. That is the way life works. So the sooner you learn to change your order, the better your life is going to be. Okay? No attachments. The world is my teacher. Okay? They are all teachers. They are trying to teach you what is fear, what is lack of respect, what is separation anxiety, right? All of those things they are teaching you. Then, and how is this teaching happening? In the past life, let's say you've learned about fear, you have mastered fear, you have now become the PhD in fear. Now what will happen? You will get now ulta process is happening. Ulta orders have been placed to learn fearlessness. So now what will happen? If you have to learn fearlessness, what should happen? Fear related situations will come to you, and then you will practice, you'll get the knowledge of how to be fearless. Situations will come to be, will show you how, will create fear inside you. Knowledge will come and say how to be fearless. You have to take that knowledge and apply it and trace a new order of fearlessness. That is how world is your teacher. It is teaching you. No attachments. Okay, I'm going to talk about that later. Drop your ego. What are the practices to be followed? Write this somewhere. Practice gratitude daily. If you have not been a part of our magic book, we can there is this book called Rhonda Bryan's Magic. It's on Amazon also. Please read that book and practice all the sessions of practice all the exercises from that book. The first 13 chapters, the more you practice the first 12 to 13 chapters, you will get enough money in your bank account to be able to spend it. It's like energy account. In that energy account, you are now really going in loss. That is why there is so much of sadness in your life. So if you have to go to, what do you say, to the state of abundance, you need to earn, right? How is that earning done? Through gratitude practice. Towards items or towards situations in your life, towards money, towards relationships in your life, towards health in your life, that has already been doing very well right from the time you were born, even before the time you were born, right from your mother's womb. What all has been spent? How much of money has been spent? How much of relationships have worked on you? How much of food has come to you? How much this community has worked for you so that you can get that experience? How much of body has served so that you can be healthy? Today, if your hand is not okay, rest of the body parts are okay, right? You can be grateful for that. So this gratitude practice is very important. Only when you do gratitude practice, you will get the currency to even talk and say, expect something in life. Okay. Know yourself through journaling. I'll tell you how to do that. Learn the process. I told you, right? Knowledge is going to come. Learn how to do it. Apply that in your life, right? That means you will place the order. When you are applying it means, let's say fear situation is going to come. Then you're taking the knowledge and applying that in your life. And then you have to keep repeating this process. Okay. If there are 100 karmas that you have to clean up, 100 times you have to repeat this process. Sometimes first time, if you're not learning, that same step you have to repeat 10 times also. Okay. Like this also, many things we have to do. Read spiritual books. Read spiritual books from enlightened masters. Many spiritual books are there, which is going to give you Atma Gnyan, which is going to give you how to work on oneself and all that. Self-help books. Read those books. And then read Bhagavad Gita. Go attend Bhagavad Gita classes. Apply the knowledge that has been taught in Bhagavad Gita. Apply, okay? First 6 chapters, Karma Yoga. Very, very important. Apply that. Don't go off into Bhakti Yoga, thinking that, oh my God, I'll become Mirabai and all that. Without doing first 6 chapters, without becoming the master of first 6 chapters, you will never be able to go to the 7th chapter and all that and become good at it for the next 6 chapters. So become very good in the first 6 chapters, where Karma Yoga concept is explained beautifully. You will do your karma and then you will become one with the God that is inside you only. That you have to master that art, and that will happen. And like I told you, like new law. New law means you have to apply, learn, get wisdom through that. That's the only law, which means you have to keep writing exams. You have to keep writing tests, and only then you will pass. Right? You can lead infinite number of lives, but without the work that you do, there is no hope. There is no other savior who's going to come and tell you. And everybody who comes into your life to give you gyan is just putting seeds inside you. When it will sprout, those seeds will sprout only when you practice that. Okay, that is what it is. Practice has to become important. You have to earn energy through gratitude practice, meditation, all of those things. Everything put together it will sprout. Then only you will get wisdom. And that wisdom that comes from inside only, you will be able to apply properly in your life. Not what Smitha told. Something that comes from inside only is what you can apply really. Whatever you tell, whatever Smitha told, if you keep applying, it will still not be enough for you to get that knowledge. Experiences will still keep coming. Why? Because it has not coming from inside. So you have to do everything so that it comes from inside you, and then you have to apply. Then that is the key thing. Okay, meditate daily. What is acceptance? Okay, we all have thousands of problems in our life. Okay, I'm not going to discuss about problems. If you're here, if we are here, it means that you have problems in your life. Okay, we are not going to discuss problems. But whatever those problems are, it is because you have placed that order either in this life or in some past life. Past life means in some other body. Thousands of bodies we have already taken: mother, father, male, female, child, rapist, this, that, thief. Every single life we have led. Right? In that life, we have taken one body. We have done some genuine experiences, right? So those are the orders we have placed, and then we have experienced that. So that, the ulta of that, right? The ulta of that, if you have to learn, that is going to come to you so that you can do ulta of that and then learn in your life. So that is called, the acceptance means understanding that you only have placed that order. That is why it is in your life. Right? When you think that somebody, I'm a very good person, I'm a very sadhu kind of person, but I have all these people who are doing all these things to me. My child is not listening to me. My husband is not cooperative with me. My in-laws are not cooperative with me. My parents don't listen to me. Anything you can tell, it is all the orders you have only placed. You have not become a saint overnight. Please understand, you have not become a saint overnight. You have done all kinds of placings of orders. Every single order, okay? Even that Rakshasa's orders also you have placed. Why? You wanted to that experience, because in earth, we can live like a Rakshasa also, we can live like a god also. So to experience a Rakshasa's life, you have done Rakshasa-based orders also, which is complete lower energy also you have placed, complete high energies also you have placed. So those lower energies will come to you when you have the energy to deal with that and convert that to high energy. Right? I told you about fear. Deepest fears is going to come in front of you. You've been most disrespectful to somebody in some past life. You will get the most disrespectful experience in this life, so that with the kind of wisdom that you have gained in all your subsequent lives, now you have enough, what do you say, power inside you, soul power inside you, to be able to handle that. Right? You have only planned, your soul only has planned all the experiences of this life. Okay? There is no other God. No need to blame God. God is not taking away your father. God is not taking away your mother. God is not making anybody die or something. Contract got over. They died. That's all. They had to give you some experiences. Done. So many years of experiences done. And now contract got over. They went away to their house. That's all. They came wherever they came, place A, they went to A, that's all. Or they went to a place which is like Earth, a higher plane, so that they can go to a different body and then go and lead their different lives. So you are responsible, 100% responsible for your life. So obviously, you need to accept your experiences 100%, not even 99.9%, 100%. What is the meaning of acceptance? It means that I will not resist it. I'll not say I don't like you. Please stop. Blah, blah, blah. That is not acceptance. Acceptance means you are accepting that 100% in your life. There is no mental disturbance of I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. There is no I don't like it anymore. It has become calm. Like a river that is calm now. Okay, that is called acceptance. Accept every single thing in your life. First, that mind has to come to acceptance. First, that is the first step. Okay, accept the situation fully, because you are a soul, boss. You are a soul. You cannot die off in the situation. Worst case, what will happen? Your soul will say, oh my God, I'm bored of this life. I'm going to go. And then it will leave you and go. It will take another body. There is no, thousands of bodies are available on earth. Okay, it will keep coming and taking bodies. Nobody has told that, okay, 5 bodies, okay, after that I'll not give you. Earth did not tell that. So obviously there is lots of opportunities to do that. So you are not going to get contaminated by any experiences. So accept that you are here to place orders, experience the worst and the best. Worst to best is necessary as a part of Earth's journey. So it is necessary. Everything is necessary. A bad mother-in-law is also very, very necessary in your life. But it depends on how you have in your mind. When the bad mother-in-law is giving you experiences because you placed an order, how will you deal with that as an Atma and learn from it? If you don't learn from it, what will happen? It will keep coming back to you. You will only keep placing the orders again and again, so that bad mother-in-law will keep coming back, so that I can learn this time. At least let me learn this time. Let me learn this time. Let me learn this time. If you don't keep learning, you will only keep planning it again and again and keep getting a bad mother-in-law for you. Okay. So like that, accept the situation fully, because you are the architect of your life. So trust that your experiences are for your growth. It is here to teach you something that is necessary here in this. You have, as a part of your journey, you have come here to learn something, right? So learn it. Be a student. Deal with every single opportunity. The way, have you seen these first rank students? They're running behind teachers. They're running behind some guide. They're running behind something on the internet also. So many different things, right? They are here for, they are hungry for knowledge. They are hungry for wisdom. So be like that. Be a person who's hungry for knowledge, hungry for wisdom. Wisdom comes only when the experience teaches you. Knowledge comes with books, people, YouTube videos and all that. But wisdom comes only when you take that knowledge, think about that as to how you can apply that in your life. Then you apply that in your life, and then you practice applying that in your life, and then you consistently practice applying that in your life, and then that will give you some, wow, so beautiful, no? That wisdom will come, no? That is called experience. That is called wisdom. And once that is done, you are done. For example, if you see alcoholics and think that, shoo, alcohol drinking is very bad for the health. Why? Because you have been an alcoholic in some past life and you have spoiled your health. You have literally probably spoiled your body, and you've killed yourself also. You've killed your liver, right? You have done it. You have done it. You have done it. You've enjoyed it. You've got the wisdom from it also, that I am going to get killed. Right? Or whatever it is. Maybe the belief system killed you. Whatever it, but you've done it. Which is why You have now crossed off that in your head and say, okay, done. Done. I don't need that experience anymore. Done. So all this done will be so-called bad in your head. And you'll say, don't drink alcohol because it's very bad. Yeah, but somebody else is drinking alcohol, no? You can't do anything about it. It's a reflection of your own self that, yes, I was an alcoholic at some past life. Just accept. Sometime when that alcoholism is over for them, they will leave it. If you have been an alcoholic and you've done it and you've enjoyed it for how many of our lives, allow somebody else also to do it. Yeah, they will be over. But what you can do is you can increase you have to change, you have to come into acceptance, you have to practice gratitude. All of that, when you do, you will raise yourself. Imagine that if you are in all kinds of realities have already been done, have already been created. If you want a bad mother-in-law, that reality is also there. If you want a good mother-in-law, that reality is also there. If you want an enlightened mother-in-law, that reality is also there. It is all there in the orders. In the Amazon, it is also there. But you have to place that order, right? How will you place that order? First, you should know that order can be placed. That is called wisdom. And that wisdom will come when you practice all these things. Then what will happen? You will raise yourself to understanding what all is available in Amazon. In level 1, in level 1, these were the orders I could place. A bad mother-in-law, this, that, whatever. Right? But as you keep raising your own self through your own work, more and more wisdom comes in, then you will be shown the way to level 2, level 3, level 4, where better Amazon products are there. Same Amazon products, but better quality. Okay? But you need to go there. How will you go there? You need to become eligible to go there. How will you get eligibility? By working on yourself. If you are very dirty, inside, right? If you're filled with lower emotions, then Amazon workers will not show you the way to level 2. They'll say, boss, you can only be here in level 1. This is your level. So you need to raise yourself to level 2, and only then you'll be allowed into level 2. Then the same people in your life, same mother-in-law, same father-in-law, all that they'll give you better experiences. Why? Because I told you, like, there is a law which says you need to, law of constant progress. You will be progressing through your experiences. You will be progressing. These are one of the 12 spiritual laws. Law of constant progress. You only have to progress. You can hasten your progress you can quicken your progress through all these knowledge and all that. By being hungry for knowledge and all, you can hasten your progress. But you still have to get the wisdom only by applying that. You can't go to 12 different you can't do 12 different meditations, Kundalini meditation, this meditation, that meditation. I'm doing that also, this also, Isha Foundation, what is that, Shambhavi Kriya also, I'm doing Art of Living, that Mudra also, whatever it is, I'm doing everything, yeah. And I'm very spiritual. It doesn't work because you're not applying it in your life. If you're not applying it in your life, thousands of knowledge is equal to thousands of seeds which are not ready for sprouting at all. Okay. Accept the situation fully. Trust that all your experiences are there for your growth only. Read books so that you can get the knowledge. See, books, what it will do. No, knowledge is already there. You're an Atma. You're omnipresent, you're omniscient, everything. You're like that God. You have every single knowledge inside you only. But what are you placing an order for? Which part of that knowledge you want to get? That books will tell you. When the books are in front of you, read the books. When the books are read, what will happen? Those bulbs will be activated inside you. Certain bulbs will be activated inside you, and those bulbs will help you understand what you should do. What you should do, how you need to apply that knowledge will come. But if books are only not read, you will be in ignorance most of your life. You won't know how to deal. It's like, treat life as a game. If you know the rules of the game, then you will know how to win it also. But if you don't know the rules of the game, you're just jumping into the game and trying to put one pawn and see, hoping that you get there, it will not work. You need to know the rules of the game, and books will help you learn the rules of the game. And then write gratitude practice for 1 to 2 hours daily without fail. 1 to 2 hours every single day. Get up early in the morning. Brahma Muhurat, get up early in the morning and write gratitude. Practice meditations. All that you do. Bring yourself back to your senses by doing all these things. And then Practice makes you perfect. There is, of course, sorry, this I should not say perfect. There's nothing like perfect. Practice makes you better than who you are. Okay. It will be imperfect and it will be transitioning to become perfect. Perfect means, sorry, I think I used the wrong word here. I should have not used the word perfect. It's a better. Okay. I'll just, let me just change it off right now. I do want this word called perfect. Okay. You'll just become better. Testing is going to come, friends. Let's say you make a decision, you keep applying something. Okay, I'm going to use acceptance in my life. I'm going to accept people the way they are types. Then testing is going to come to see whether you are really having that, you are really applying that knowledge in your life. Like the way teachers test us, right? In school, we have tests and all that. Like that testing is going to come. At that time, you have to write exactly what you have, what new order that you're placing, right? Exactly that only you have to do. New orders testing will be done. At that time, you have to place new orders only. At that time, if you do old orders and all that, again, old only will come. So you have to be very mindful that testing is going to come. Universe is going to test you to see whether you want to really change. Next is surrender. Why surrender? What is the meaning of surrender? Meaning of surrender means, there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, it says, Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalahetur Hurmate sangoshva akarmani. What does that mean is, you can do your duty, which is your karma, which is what you all are in different roles, right? You are a mother, father, or let's say a teacher, a daughter-in-law, a daughter, whatever you are, those roles that you are playing, in that role, do your duty. But don't expect anything in terms of outcome. You are not entitled to the fruits of action. Whatever action you make, that is all is your scope of work. Fruits of action is going to be coming to you based on law of attraction. How does this law of attraction work? It's going to come through you. What kind of intention you had? What is the level of energy you have? How much of sadhana you have done in your life? So many different parameters will be tested. And based on those testing parameters, you will be getting your outcome. Okay, it has nothing to do with I studied really well in my exam and I got my marks. It doesn't work like that. It also depends on how much of baggage from your past life and all you have. It is called prarabdha. All that, there are so many parameters. I mean, as human beings, we will not be able to measure those parameters, because as a universe will think about thousands of different parameters. But what we can do smartly is we can only focus on our actions based on the rules of the game. And surrender and acceptance are some of the highest forms of soul wisdom. If you become good in surrender, if you become very good in acceptance, skill of acceptance, art of accepting, art of surrender, you can lead any kind of life beautifully. You will lead any kind of life, any kind of challenge, you will lead beautifully, and you will still be happy, right? After acceptance, only surrender will come. When you surrender, what does it mean is, it is a mental acceptance. Today, we are not able to accept, right? When we say, when we want to help our children, and take any situation, if you are in a state of restlessness, if you are in a state of anxiety, if you are sad, whatever it is, if you are in fear, because you have put your mind into the future, and in that future, you want only one outcome. Because in that outcome, I'm going to be comfortable. In the other outcomes, I'm not going to be comfortable. And what you do, you try to manipulate your actions. You try to plan your actions such that I get exactly that outcome only. And there is always anxiety. What if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? No, but here, if you are here as a visitor for all kinds of experiences, you're in the syllabus, all kinds of experiences are there. So why is it that you're constantly going for that experience? Not just experience A, outcome B, C, D, everything is a part of scope only. Like as a student, you cannot say, I don't like Kannada, I don't like languages, I want only maths, physics, science and all that. I want only that tapa. I don't like languages at all. I will not study at all. If you fail in your languages, you will fail in the entire school, in that complete class, you will fail, right? Because your average will be 0. Not average, sorry. That if one subject also you are 0, you will stay in the same class. Similarly, if you put your outcome, if you are such that if you are here, if you have to pass this exam, then you need to be okay for all the outcomes, because every single outcome is necessary in your life. That mindset has to come, that everything I need to be okay. Yeah, outcome A is acceptable to me because I like it. I have practiced it in many past lives and all. I've practiced it. That's why I'm comfortable. It's familiar to me. But maybe in this life, you need to become familiar with B, C, D, E, F also. Right? So become mentally ready for accepting all the outcomes. When you say surrender, how do you surrender? You just say, dear God, I'm doing this work. I'm just going to surrender all the outcomes to you. Okay. For example, let's say I'm going shopping. I'll say, I know I'm going shopping, and I'm going to be mentally, I know that I'm going to be very happy with any outcome that comes as a part of this shopping, which means whether I don't get good dresses, whether I don't get good dresses or get good dresses, whether whatever happens, I'm okay. I trust that whatever comes to me is for my good. That is called surrender. And what will happen is, you will, once you get back to surrender, you will be tested. Anything in your life, you will be tested. In this testing, what will happen? You'll keep getting, let's say you surrendered at this moment. In the next moment, thoughts are going to say, hey, all this will not work. Yeah, just go and do whatever you want and all of those things. It will come to test you again and again. At that time, what will happen? You have to remind yourself again. You have to teach your mind, hey, I've already surrendered. Shanti, Shanti, wait, peace, peace. Don't jump. Remind your mind to again come back to surrender, and keep coming back to surrender, keep coming back to surrender, keep coming back to surrender. Usually, based on my experience, what will happen is whatever you like only is going to come in front of you. But this entire exercise will teach you the concept of surrender, and it will make you very peaceful. And it is going to make you very happy. Okay, this works in any situation where you're trying to control outcomes, and you are fearful of outcomes and all that. So fear is the first thing that you need to eradicate. And to eradicate fear, surrender is very, very beautiful tool. Very beautiful tool, provided you practice it. Okay, you can practice it in small, small situations. And then later on, you can apply it to big, big situations in your life. It will beautifully work. I started working on this since 2017. And today, I'm good. I think I'm able to apply this well. But I have seen situations where the challenges will come such that I will only be confused. How is surrender? Then again, I will practice gratitude, because those are all very easy. When I don't have to use my mind to apply to surrender and all that, then I'll do gratitude. Then we get to one state. Then in that state, what will happen? Then you say, I'm going to do my duty. Sometimes what is my duty also we won't know, right? At that time, if you do gratitude, if you keep saying thank you God, I know everything is for me. I know. See, this word "know" is there, right? It's a very beautiful word for affirmations. When you say I know, it is like saying, it is like at a soul level you are doing affirmations. I know that I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge. I know the solution to this. So be it. When you keep saying so be it, it means that you're placing an order of that knowledge. You're telling, I'm already, yeah, I know that knowledge. I know. So when you say I know, the universe has to bring that knowledge in front of you, because you think you already know, right? How do you know? Because you're an Atma. Atma knows everything. So you should say, I know this. I know. When you say, in any sentence, if you keep saying, I know, then that knowing will happen. Okay, be wary about that. Now, big one. What is ego? Ego, attachments, and all of those things. Ego, I'll talk about ego. I'll talk about ego in the November class in detail. But ego, at a soul level also, there is ego. It is called, it is not a, in the social community, in the social living and all that, we say ego. Ego means bad. Ego is actually, what do you say, from understanding wise, it is categorized as bad, but it is just an identity. Okay, ego is referring to an identity. Soul also has ego, but it has ego at the Paramatma level. Like I am a soul, and I am in the state of oneness. That is the identity it has. It has nothing, it has no name, it has no shape, it has no form, it has no expectations. That is a higher level ego, identity. But at a body level also we have ego. Why do we have ego? Because it is trying to protect us. Why? Because we are not connected fully to our Atma. That Atma Sthiti is not there. So ego is trying to balance that delta. That, let's say I am only 5% connected to my Atma. Rest of it is coming only from ego, which is 95% is only my ego. Why should ego be there? Because ego needs to protect me from all the situations where my body might die, or my body might get destroyed. So typically in the past, when I had ego as a lion, or maybe as a animal or something like that, in that body, when I had ego, I used to protect my body from lions and tigers. As a deer, I used to protect my body. And then as a snake, I used to maybe have some other protection. As a rat, I used to protect myself. So like this, various different egos will be there. And then as a elephant, I will be in a herd. This is my herd, whatever that group of elements is called. And then there will be an alpha elephant, alpha male elephant. There are so many such egos there, right? So at a body level, there is an ego to, to protect the body. But later on, when we became human beings, what happens? We have now got too many habits of being an animal and all that. So now we have habits of, now no animal is coming to eat us or anything, but we have ego. We say I, me, mine, my clothes, my house, my decision, my position. I am a father, so my word is final. I am a mother, listen to me. I am right, you are wrong. I want support. I deserve that respect. I know more than you. You are my junior. All kinds of I, or mine, my house. So like I told this, something about me, my possession, my space, all that will be there. So that is called ego. Now, this ego, it has to be constantly fed. It's like a hungry animal. Okay, it needs constant feeding. It wants to feel that, let's say if there's it goes as per a belief system. Let's say it thinks that I am superior, then it needs a lot of experiences which will show that I am superior. If somebody says you are not superior, then ego will be hurt, because that person has not given food to the ego. If somebody is not giving food to the ego as per the belief system that it has formed, then what that ego will do, through the body, it will try to do something to get that food from that person, or it will categorize that person as bad or something like that. And then because they're not feeding me, they're keeping me hungry. So all this is ego. So ego wants to constantly be fed. If the feeding stops, it will be disturbed. So for example, let's say if somebody stops, everybody respects me and there is only one person who is not respecting me. So many people are respecting, but not only one person is not respecting. What happens? Just that one person's thing will make you feel bad. Why is he not respecting? Why is he not respecting? All that will come. So then you will say, cha, why should I respect him? If he doesn't respect me, even I'll not respect him. So the ego is trying to cut off that relationship. It is trying to, burn that relationship, so that that person who's not feeding the ego will be cut off. He will be blamed. He will be complained. There was an expectation that he had to give respect. He did not give respect. So like this, ego is here to protect you. It thinks that you are vulnerable. You will be eaten away by some animal outside you who's not giving you respect, who's not giving you something that you want in return. It needs food. So when the food doesn't come, it is feeling restless. It thinks that it's going to die. The body is going to die. So that is why ego is just so that it can protect the body, friends. Okay. And people have got attachments to their all the things in this physical world, which have just, you are just a visitor. Have you seen anybody dying with their house, or dying with their money, dying with their body, the body going to heaven, disappearing and all those things? Yeah, disappearing has happened in ascension, but then in a general case, none of these things go with them. So if none of these things go with them, why are you even thinking that it is yours? You may have earned that money through work, but from a law perspective, you worked for a company because there was a karmic quota of service towards that company. There was a karmic quota of service towards that company. Why are you getting money back? Because there was a karmic source of karmic, rather you had to get that money. You're getting that money. For what? For some money that you had given in the past. It is coming to you because now you deserve that money. From energy perspective, you have that sense of abundance. So you need that kind of money, energy coming towards you. So don't connect service and money and all those things together. It is a very high concept. So don't have attachments. What is the meaning of attachments? Attachments means you have a false sense of happiness that is coming from external sources. Your parents, your teachers, your objects, your children, everything. Sometimes you have, if the children becomes IAS officer, that attachment also will be there. If they don't become IAS officer, then I don't like them. If they become IAS officer, then only I like them. All that kind of attachment is also there. All these are false sense of happinesses, which when taken away from you, it will shake you and make you unhappy. How many people come to me and say, my mother died, I went to depression. Somebody died, I went to depression. Somebody died, that's why my health wasn't spoiled. My child was sick, that's why I did not practice gratitude at all. All these they come and tell. Why? Because of the attachment they have on all these people, all these objects, which are only supposed to give them. They are all enacting the orders that they had placed on Amazon. That's all. They are not yours. They are only you have a contract with them to behave in a certain way and give you those experiences. Once those contracts are over, they will be going away from your life. One single moment also they will not stay. And when you go ask them, when they are not in their body, when they are in the spirit, when you go ask them, hey, do you miss your mother? Do you miss your father? They will say, which mother, which father? I've already led 20,000 lives. Which mother, which father are you talking about? Okay. If you are in the ignorant state, only you will be in that ignorant state. Okay. So never think that anybody in your life is going to be in your life permanently. Don't be attached to them. Do your duty towards them. Take the lessons from them, and that's it. That's it. If you can live a very grateful life with them, the only thing that you need to have with your people is gratitude. That's all. Thank you for coming and doing all this acting in my life so that I can take experiences from you and so that I can grow from it. Thank you very much for all your acting in my movie. That is all you have to say. That is the only thing that you need to expect from all those people, which is gratitude. Not expect, you need to express gratitude. Either orally or mentally, you need to be in the state of gratitude towards all these people in your life, including children. Okay, ego, I told you. Ego and animal experiences. See, when we are leading a life of duality, in these first 3 chakras, which is our root chakra, our Swadhisthana chakra, and Manipuraka chakra, which is the first bottom 3 chakras, there is this birth and death cycle isn't only the first 3 chakras, and then we live thousands of lives getting these first, when we are ignorant, I said, in the state of duality, not oneness. Oneness is in heart chakra, okay? From heart chakra, there is oneness. Full heart chakra, there is oneness. But before that, you are still in the duality cycle. Rain. You're just in that same thing. So even animals are in the same thing, even we are in that same thing. So we take thousands of such life to get out of, to raise the energy to clean up these chakra blocks that we have, blocks of fear, blocks of attachments and ego and all of those things, it will all be in the first 3 chakras. And you have to work towards cleaning up all those things, not through meditation, not through going to somebody and then raising your kundalini and all that. Through your application. Don't forget application, friends. That is the only way, only ticket out. Only ticket out of this, only ticket to permanent happiness is your application of knowledge. You can do meditation, you can do this, you can do that. Whatever is only going to give you energy, or it's going to give you knowledge. If you are not willing to apply that in your life, then you can be stuck here forever, right? That is what it is. So you need to think that. And then the go forward is to drop the ego baggage, ego and all the baggage that you have, fear, gear, this, that, whatever. And then you have to do a right about turn towards the heart center. So, and the only way you can go there is by constantly learning in all these 3 chakras and going. Is it bad to be in the first 3 chakras? Never. It is never bad. Because you came here to learn, right? You came here to enjoy the experiences that are available on earth. So don't try to resist what your experiences are teaching you. Only when you say yes, 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 and then you take each of your experiences and go, only then you can go forward. Don't think that in this life only I have to go off to heart center. In 2 lives only I have to go. Don't have any such thing. Live in the moment, do your duty. Karmanyavadikaraste. Do your duty, keep applying, repeat, keep applying, repeat, keep applying, repeat. If you keep doing this cycle, right, someday you'll end up in the heart. But you don't have to force yourself to go there, because Ravana's third eye also was open. Okay? Ravana's third eye also was open. He had the vision to see many things. He had all that. But his first 3 chakra blocks were completely blocked, which is why he was behaving like a madman. Okay, so don't try to rush the process of learning, but be stable, be consistent, practice, and appreciate every single moment of your life. Okay, so this is the way this is my idea of how I understand things. Let's say this is the Paramatma, or let's say he's an observer, the God, okay, the observer. Now let's say this is your heart center, which is your heart chakra. Okay, now what, you have so many experiences. Let me say this is the world. You have family, friends, world news, government rules, situations, experiences, 1, 2, 3, everything you have. Okay, now what you should do at every single point is, whenever some experiences comes to you, right, you should say, what is this feeding to my ego? You need to analyze yourself, because the way life works is, you'll keep getting experiences from outside because you are not connected to your inside. Whatever is inside only is learning is happening, right? To clean up your inside only, learning. Like fear was inside, so fearlessness has to come. So they are trying to teach you, they are giving you experiences, right? All these people are giving you experiences. At some point, what will happen? You will turn inwards and say, you are only now seeing your own problems inside. You are only seeing everything. Until you turn inwards like this, people will give you experiences. So at that time, you keep learning from them and practice acceptance, practice surrender, practice gratitude, all those things, meditate, read books, all that you keep doing. At some point, what will happen? You will get a pattern. Oh yeah, I see fear in me. When you'll see the experience and they'll say, oh yeah, fear is inside me only. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, attachment is inside me only. Oh yeah, superiority complex. Yeah, see, I have superiority complex. Oh, inferiority complex. I have everything. That idea will come. Why? Because now you became good. You became used to applying that rules of the game. At that time, what you should do? You should right about turn to the heart center. Let's say this side is all the 3 chakras. Let's say lower chakras, let's say, are in this direction. Now let's say heart is in the opposite direction. What I should do? I'm one with my ego. Then what will I do? At least this is what I do. Okay, I'm just in my head, I do all this. I imagine myself doing this. Now let's say some experience came where I saw myself in ego, superiority complex, let's say. What I do, I imagine myself saying, I want to go on the God's path. I want to go towards the Paramatma. So what I do, I say ego. I'll imagine as if I'm disconnecting my ego. Okay. And then I'm taking that, this is the flesh of the ego. Okay. Blob of the ego. This is taken from Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. This blob of ego picture has been taken from Guardians of the Galaxy picture. Okay. So what, that blob of ego, I've detached from my body. And then let's say I'm turning off towards God. Okay. I can't see. My back is towards the world and all. My back is towards the world. I can't see anymore. I can't see the world. I can't see. There is no, because backside is ego. This side and all is no ego. So I'm turning towards that side. And what I do, I detach my ego. I just say, yeah, ego, come out. Right? I'll just say, and then this is my robotic self. Right? All this world and all that robotic self. So what I do, I imagine that I'm putting all that ego inside this fire. I just imagine this is God. Okay, that is this fire, Agni. I'm just putting this one inside this Agni. And then whenever you catch yourself in ego or attachment, drop that inside the Agni and just face off God and go back to acceptance and surrender. Let the Paramatma inside you just keep watching people like this. In acceptance, you are now in acceptance and surrender mode. But now you are just watching. Physically, you're just watching, because everything, all this separation, I'm just telling you inside my head, this is what I do. But you still have to face situations, right? Everything is in front of you. Now, I can't turn off my physical back towards them. It doesn't work. So just imagine that now you're just observing the situations. But what have you done? That ego and all, you just dropped off inside the fire. And now I don't identify myself with that ego, that my ego was trying to protect me, right? You tell your ego, sorry, boss, you have learned, you've helped me a lot in my journey. Okay, you helped my body survive many times in my journey. And you've helped me feel good when I was in really inferiority complex. You've really helped me. You've helped me feel good by making me superiority complex and all that. You've helped me feel good. Thank you so much for all that you've done. But now I don't need you. Sorry. And then you say, go into the fire. Go into the divine fire. I don't need you. Bye. Say that. Say that and drop it. And then next time, if it keeps coming, keep doing it. Repeat the process of keep doing it inside your head. And you have to have the conviction to walk God's path. Walk that pure love's path. Okay. If you have that fire inside you to walk that path, you can do this very well. Okay. Try it. This is just my imagination, but you may have a different way to approach this. Okay. And don't compare anything. Everything is unique. Society made rules because we have conditioned beliefs. Okay. There are rules in the society because we have beliefs and everything, which are all conditioned. Don't compare people. Don't compare your past and present. Don't compare your children with any ideal beliefs. Everybody who goes to school should study. They have to get good marks. Why? If the child is not getting it from inside, it is because Earth is now going through a major shift. Okay, lots of energy is there on Earth to do crash course of this karma. Burning of karma is going through a crash course. You understand what is a crash course, right? Crash course means doing it in super speed, Shatabdi space, or like a bullet train. Whatever you do in 10 different lives, you're trying to shrink it in one life itself. So even children are going through a lot of different situations which we have not seen in our life, which your parents have not seen in their life. So please be compassionate. Please understand that it is a part of this process. Every child is going through this change. So when you practice when you practice surrender, when you practice acceptance, every single thing, then children will finish that stage of seeing their low, and then they'll only come up in their life. How will they come up? You have to go to Amazon's level 2, level 3 to see different behavior of your children. But in the level that you are, that child will continue to go through that phase, because that's a part of syllabus. That's a part of the growth. Okay. If you don't want to see that, you need to go to a different level. How do you go to different level? By practicing gratitude, by practicing acceptance, by practicing surrender and all, you have to go. If you don't like, it's your problem. It's your problem. Why are you expecting the children to change? You go, boss. You go to level 2, level 3. Better children are there. Your own child is in a different reality there. Okay, you do that. Don't expect anything from your children. You raise your vibrations. Okay, every moment is unique. Every experience is unique. Every experience is teaching you something good. Your body and mind, keep it in the same place. Let the mind be in the same place, because that Paramatma inside you wants that experience. In this moment, it is giving you an experience. Learn from that experience, provided the mind and body is in the same place. Try as much as possible. Only when you think that, for example, I used to even compare, let's say, teachers in my school. Oh, this teacher is good, that teacher is not good. This exercise teacher is good, that exercise teacher is okay. Let's say even in my own, let's say this food is good, that food is not good. That moment is good, this moment is not good. Everything is unique. Everything is precious. Don't compare moments. For example, don't connect moments. When you say, if I ate that yesterday, today I had a stomachache. Don't connect. That moment when you ate, it is a unique moment where you had to get the experience of eating that. In this moment, you need the experience of becoming sick. By what is connecting this moment and that moment? Your fear and expectations of this body being healthy. You are in some virtual imagination, because you don't know the rules of the game, right? Without knowing the rules of the game, you're trying to make guesswork. You're trying to assume that this only made me like this. At that time, what are you doing? You're creating a blunder of placing an order saying, from now on, if I eat that food, then you make me sick. Okay, give me an experience of becoming sick. That is the order that you're placing. And the more you keep placing that order, the more that orders will continue to repeat without you even having to place an order anymore, because now you have become a subscription. You place a subscription order. In the past, you had to go to the website and order, but now what you do, you have placed a subscription, which means automatically every week, every time you eat that food, it will keep coming. So don't connect moments. Every moment, you have to, for example, let's say you have a pain. Going through pain is connected to a karma where you need to go through pain. It is coming from some part of your karma. It is coming. Pain learning experience. Let's say you don't have pain. Those are the moments when you are experiencing a pain-free karma, right? That is also there. You don't have to connect pain karma, pain-free karma, eating that karma, not eating that karma. All that you don't have to connect. Treat them uniquely. When you do that, right, you will have a beautiful experience. The beautiful experience, it will show automatically in your life. And of course, keep doing gratitude and all those things. Some energy will generate. What will happen is, you will not be placing any orders in the world. The orders will be placed based on your emotions of happiness, and that universe has its own perks to give. What do they call that? Discounts or whatever they say, right? Promotions. They have promotions. In that promotion business, what they do, a person who's not placing any order and who's just enjoying being happy and all those things, automatically promotions come into their life. And they say, oh, we have this new Amazon product. Please take it from a gift from us. Please take this. Please take that. We have a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. That will keep coming in your life. And when you don't connect moments like this, okay? Never connect moments. Don't make conclusions, because you are creating a blunder of placing bad orders without knowing, understanding anything. And don't go and trust books any more than there are non-spiritual books, right? Non-spiritual books of health, of wealth, and many of these kinds of non-spiritual books, non-high energy books. Those books, it's only going to confuse you and make you place wrong orders into the universe. So never believe books more than the energy you feel inside, the rightness, the feeling of right that you feel inside, right? Do only that, because that is your way of life. That is what you have to go, that path you have to go. So never think that somebody else is better than you, somebody else knows better than me. Never think like that. What comes from inside, you follow that. Right or wrong, you'll still learn something out of it. Okay, like I told you, right? Everything is part of syllabus only. So never hesitate to do anything, right? So don't connect moments. It's very important. Don't connect what you did in that moment to what you're experiencing in this moment. That is separate. This is separate. That was necessary. This also is necessary. Why is this coming? Why is that coming? You don't know, because law of attraction is generating that. It is connecting some part of your karma to your this one. So don't connect moments. You will actually have a beautiful experience when you don't connect them. Just treat them uniquely. Yes, I need this, and be in gratitude and enjoy it. And then, let's say, whatever it is, whatever happens in the future, also take that as a separate experience. Take that as a new experience. For that also be in acceptance. For that also be in surrender. For that also be in gratitude. Everything like that. Apply the same process for every experience in your life, friends. This is a very simple way of living life. You just have to. You don't complicate life. You keep doing the same thing. That is only rule of game. Okay, children are not yours. Okay, they just have a small body, that's all. But sometimes children have led far more soul lives compared to you. You just have a contract with them and saying, hey, you be my child. Okay, you come to me as, no, you, like, the children pick you. In their case, the children pick you. But then let's say the children are now in your life. They will give you, they are also experience generators. They are also here because they have to execute the orders that you have placed, which can come only from a child. It cannot come from an adult. Okay, these are children executing people. Sorry, children experience executing people. Okay, they are as much God as you are, just in small bodies. So don't boss around them. Don't show your parental attachment, parental ego to them. The more the light shines within you, because why are they here in your life? So that you can learn. So you work on your learning. No, the more you work on your learning, the children will show you better quality experiences, because automatically you went to level 2 of Amazon, right? So that is what you need to remember. Nobody is here to learn. You are the only one who has to learn. In your world, everybody has a bubble of their own. They are in the world of their own. What they can see is only their own karma. The people will execute what you have to see only. Okay, they will never show you what you are not going to, what the orders that you have not placed. At that moment, for your level of vibrations, whatever is the order that you need to experience, that only will come from them. If you want them to give a different experience, you need to raise yourself. Okay, like that. So what will the children show? They are teachers who will come to show you your own karmas. Especially in the current period, all the children who are born in the recent period are all very great masters. Very great. They are not going to follow anything that this society was following in the past. They have come here to change the laws of the society. So you will see them aram se breaking those laws, and you will be tired. You will be like mentally drained out taking care of those children. But the answer to all of that is, you have to connect to your own self as soon as possible. You have to clean yourself as soon as possible. That is the only way your children are going to change. You can see children going into drugs. You can go see children into porn. You can go see children who are not even studying in their life. All that is going to come, who are completely stuck to gadgets and all that. That is the lesson that you have to learn, to let go of attachments, to accept, and all of those things. So the more you work on your own, all these thumb rules, all these things that I'm telling you, automatically you will see the change in them that you have, because you are placing new orders, right? Because of your level, right? The world is a mirror, and that will show you your karma until you can see what is inside you. I told you, right? It will keep coming from outside until you can turn inside and say, oh yeah, I have this. My child is not listening to me. Because I have the superiority complex. I have this ego that I'm a mother and she has to listen to me. And let's say now the child is suffering a lot, she's in fear or she's in anxiety or whatever, you will also start crying. How can I fix my child? How can I fix off my child? How can I suddenly make her happy? What all can I do to make her happy? That is your ego. Please understand. A happy child is feeding your ego. A not so happy child is not feeding your ego. So you want to remove that non-happy child and then suddenly bring one happy child in front of you. How will you do it? By hook or crook, you will do it. By taking her to a doctor, by taking her to a psychotherapist, by taking her to a hypnotherapist, by taking her to this, by going to a counselor, all that you will do, and then you will try to fix that child. Children cannot be fixed because they are constants. What have I told you? It's a reflection. You can't change a reflected image. You can only change yourself. Okay? She's only showing you the more anxiety you get, she will bring you more experiences of anxious situations. You cannot go behind a mirage. You know what is a mirage, right? In desert, there is a water-like feeling. Even on a hot road, you'll see that the road is all shaking like this. That is called mirage. There is no water. You are only thinking there is water, that's all. So children cannot be changed. People cannot be changed. Nobody can be changed. You have to learn to place a different order. Every female in your life, how many of you have told me, I don't like my mother. I don't like my mother-in-law. I don't like my co-sister. I don't like my sister-in-law. She does this, she does that. Imagine when Sati died, right? Sati did yoga agni, whether she burned herself, whatever I can call it. Her spirit left her body. At that time, Shiva was in a state of depression. He was carrying Sati for a very long time, eons like that. He was carrying her body, and then he was in his own world. Then what Vishnu did, he took his Sudarshana chakra. He said, okay, this is not going to work. Shiva is not even doing his job. So let me just detach him from the attachment that he has, which is on his own wife, on the body, on the dead body that he was carrying. So what he did, took his Sudarshana chakra and then created that Sati's body into pieces. What happened, that went into 52 pieces, and then it landed in other parts of India and all that. And they called those places Shakti Sthals, where Adi Shakti's pieces were present. So now there is a nose, there is a hand, there is a face, there is a different maybe private parts in different parts of India. But don't you see temples built around that? Irrespective of, they did not say that hand is better than leg. They did not say, okay, it's a private part, so I don't think I want to do temple here. All that they did not say. They did not say eyes are better than mouth. They did not think at all, right? They just went and consecrated temples in all those places, and every single place is considered to be a very high energy place. Okay, so here understand that the same Adi Shakti's parts, irrespective of whatever it is, certain parts have fallen inside your house. Okay, this is my imagination I'm sharing. Okay, the way I look at such people in my life. So because certain times I couldn't let go of my attachment or my ego, whatever it is, the connection I have with such people, judgments and all that. Then the way I convinced myself is that every part, every blob of flesh that is, let's say, in these females that are in my life, they are all parts of Adi Shakti only that have just dropped into my house. And I can see it as a divine Shakti, or I can see it as a dirty thing that is inside my house. Okay, it's up to me. If I have to cleanse myself, then I have to see the divine Shakti inside that also. In the same lady who is bossing over you, there is a divine Shakti, but you can't see it, right? Arjuna was able to see the Vishwarup of God, Krishna. Duryodhan was not able to see. Nobody was able to see, right? Sanjay was able to see because he already had done sadhana to go to that level, right? He had done sadhana to go to that level. Arjun was given one given one boost of energy or whatever you can call it, to be able to see that image. But later on, he dropped from that level because he got that artificial rays of energy. He could not take it because he didn't have the corresponding wisdom to deal with that level. He did not ascend slowly to that level. Let's say it was step number 10. From step number 5, he was given jump to step number 10 for, let's say, a short period of time. But because he did not have this wisdom of 6, 7, 8, and 9, he was fearful when he saw Krishna's Rupa. But Sanjaya had already gone to step number 10 with his sadhana. So he was actually in divine bhakti when he was in that state. So you will get to see the Shakti in all the villains of your life. You will get to see the, the Shiva in all the divine, in all the villains of male villains of your life, and the Shakti in all the female villains of your life, provided you raise yourself to go to that level to see it. Okay, you can say if you are seeing villains in your life, it means that is you are in that villain's level only. That villain thing is inside you. That is why they are coming to show you villain part. They are playing a role of villain in your life because you have to clean up the villainy or whatever you can call in your own self. Okay, so you are seeing only your own reflection. Okay, you may be a great saint in this life. You may be thinking that I'm very good, I don't do bad at all, I'm very respectful to people, I'm taking care of people, I say thank you to everybody, all that maybe. But yeah, you still have that patterns inside you. You may not be using it so much because you have learned from it, but you also need to understand that when it comes in front of you, and you have to learn the opposite of it. Now you need to start to accept that when it comes in front of you, that yes, this was also an order that I have placed. Let me accept it. Let me accept it as my order. It's there in your order history. That is why it came in front of you. Okay. So you need to understand that if you're seeing Kali or if you're seeing Mahagauri, it is all because of you only. So how you change it, I've already told. Then what are the practices that you need to do to earn these energy points? Practice gratitude daily. Very important. Now, how to practice journaling? How do I know what is happening inside me? So the way to do it is first ask yourself, what am I going through as of now? Right? So let's say, for example, let me see. Let me take the example of. Let me take the example as I'm a nature cure practitioner. Okay, I have done this enough. Okay, I've done this connecting food with health a lot in my life, and I have become an expert in that. So now, let's say when I ate grains, I used to get cold. Okay, I used to get a lot of cold because I had placed a subscription order towards that. The more I ate grains, the more I got cold. In the beginning, less I got cold, little bit I had got cold, and then I used to connect it to grains, connect it to all the heavier foods that I ate or whatever it is, and heavier energy or heavier bulky foods or whatever. I connected it. The more I connected it, over time, it became a subscription order. Okay. And then what happened? This continued as a pattern and it became fear. Whenever I would see rice also, I would become fearful because I'll go through this pattern of cold and cough and this and that. And then why cold and cough is bad? Yeah, technically it is not bad. But the thing is, I know it's not bad. We, as a nature cure practitioner, I know it's all eliminating and all that. It's good. We accept it as a part of the growth. But that experience is bad for me because I have client calls. I have to learn. I have to keep taking client calls. I have classes going on. Right? I can't keep coughing, and when I get cough, that cough will go on, let's say, for some time, and then I can't keep coughing and going through 4 to 5 hours of calls with people. That is not possible. So it was disturbing me and all of those things. So I was thinking, what is it that is bothering me? Okay, fear, right? I first accepted my fear. I accept the fear that it keeps me in a state of discomfort. The fear that when I do whatever the situation is keeping me in a state of discomfort, which says if I eat rice or if I eat grains, I will have a cold. That is a fear. Now, what is this? Ego wants to seek pleasure from the senses. Ego still wants to eat. Why am I constantly going and eating even though I have fear? Because ego still wants the pleasure, right? Ego thinks raw will keep me healthy, rice will keep me unhealthy. Why? Because I have beliefs. I have beliefs and I have judgments associated with that. Okay, this is a very scientific explanation. Okay, don't ask me, should I eat this? Should I eat this kind of questions? Okay, come properly with questions when I talk. But both raw and rice are foods coming from where? The same source, from the same source, plants. Then when I eat one, right, the fact that the quality is good, I have a good quality, right? When I eat raw, my quality of experience is good. But when something else comes, then the quality is okay. Why? Because again, maybe there are belief system complete. So there's a judgment associated that this is better than that. If I eat this, then the experience is not so good. And if I eat that, then the enjoyment is good. I'll enjoy a better state of health and all that. So in that, there is a better learning experience, whatever it is. I have a judgment there. So now what I should do, what I decided I will do, and I practiced it and it worked for me. That is what I'm telling you. So what I did, in a unique moment, I got rice to eat. Let's say I got in a unique moment. In this moment, I have rice in front of me and I'm eating it. In another unique moment, I have fruits in front of me and I'm eating it. Okay. Now, fear that this rice will make me less healthy than something else is not the right approach. Obviously, it's not working for me, right? This is this journaling that I'm doing. So when you do journaling, you have to become completely naked in the mind. Naked means you have to be very honest with yourself, because you're not showing this to anybody, right? You need to be very honest and you need to be able to see your worst things in that book. Then what you should say, then what I did, then I said, okay, Smitha, enjoy when let's say rice is in front of you, enjoy. When fruits is in front of you, enjoy. Be grateful in both situations. Eat whatever you get in that moment. Eat it. It's okay. And then, what about cold? On moments that you have cold, you needed cold. You have to learn from cold. Some karma where I had to experience cold. Yeah, take it, accept it. Accept that I needed cold. I need to learn from cold. Because as a visitor on earth, I need to understand how it will be with cold. Maybe I've not finished the cold experience fully. And I haven't had, because in every experience, you will reach that state of fullness, completeness. So maybe I have not done it yet, because I've constantly been resisting also, maybe at some point. So let's say cold is still coming because I've not fully accepted it. So let me accept cold fully. Yeah, thank you, cold. Yeah, great. I'll keep blowing my nose. I'll keep sneezing. I'm going to enjoy you. So I decided I'm going to enjoy it. Okay. Then on days that I did not have cold, I'll be okay with that also. I can't seek for one versus the other, because both, I should be indifferent towards both. Both are a part of the same body, right? My body is only giving this, my body is only giving that also. No cold, same thing my body is giving. So my body is going to give me both. So both are necessary for me, because I need to understand that both are needed at those points in time. In this moment, this is good. This is necessary for me to learn. My soul inside me wanted to learn from this experience. So I got this experience, because at some point that order was placed, good or bad, that order was placed. So from now on, acceptance mode. So maybe I'll have sometimes comfortable places, periods of my life. In some moments, I'll be uncomfortable, but it's okay. Both comfort and discomfort is necessary. I need to be accepting, because accepting that one part of the body as comfortable and another part of the body is not comfortable is also the same experience coming from the same body. So acceptance has to come. Acceptance means this is also okay, that is also okay. Accepting that both are equal. So at that time, what will happen? I experienced a state where I ate it, but nothing happened. Okay. How that doesn't mean that I constantly went eating rice all 3 times of the day. No. Typically, I used to have that craving only in the night. But even today, how do I handle it? I was thinking. So what I did, I typically I want to eat fruits also. There is one inner desire that I want to eat fruits in the night. So what I did, okay, I kept watermelon and some of the cut fruits in the fridge for the dinner. But I would still go with, in that moment, what do I want to eat? Now, if there is some, let's say, dosa or rice, or let's say some vegetables only, or some steamed vegetables, whatever it is, in terms of my habit, if that is there, I would take and eat it. If there is, if let's say I'm not feeling like eating it, I would eat fruits. So I became very open to anything that came in front of me, because I'm mostly like a scientist. I keep working on experimentation, mind body connecting experimentation. I keep doing. But if you are not comfortable with that kind of a mind body experimentations, start to work on simple things by applying all these rules that I've told, not rules, the processes that I've told you. I've been working on this for a very long time now. So I am able to work with myself far better. So it's easy for me to see the patterns in myself. But this will come only with some practice. Give it few years, give it 1 or 2 years at least. And consistent practice will definitely help. Okay, so this is the process of journaling. For example, let's say if you have what can I say? Let's say, for example, you have a person in your office, a competitor. Let's say you have a competitor in your office, and then initially you were only doing a very good job in your project. Let's say you are doing a great job in your project, but now suddenly there's one newcomer who's now seeming to be smarter, and now people are starting to get attracted to that smart person. In the beginning, in the past, you were the smart person, so people used to come to you. You were the like star of the team kind of thing. But now what happens? Somebody else is the star of the team. So what will happen? There will come a problem here also, and you will not perform properly. You'll see that your performance is dropping, and your manager is going to come and tell you you're not doing well, and those kinds of things will happen. So at that time, you have to journal and say, what is it that is actually becoming a problem here? The problem here is that I think that a certain space that I'm occupying in that project is my space. I want to be the star of the team. Let's say this word I, because my ego thinks that if I be the star of the team, if I occupy that space, then I can be full. My stomach will be full. Okay, that space and that identity or that position, star of the team, is feeding me, is feeding my ego. Now, what should I do? I should write that in the journal. Very honestly, I have to say, I want to be the star of the team. That is why it is feeding my ego. I like it. I like to feel good. So it is feeding my ego. Okay. So just give me a minute. Somebody has come. Okay. So what should you do? You need to write all this first. So I want to be the star of the team. That is why it makes me feel good. All that, it's feeding my ego. All that you can tell. Okay, that is where you are honest with yourself. Now, who is this I? Who is this I? This body. Let's say Smitha. Smitha is that I. So if this body is I, but am I that I? I'm not that I. Who am I? I'm the person who's attached to that body. Right? I'm the person who's attached to that body. So why am I getting caught up in this whole thing? Who am I? I'm just that person who's attached to that body. I'm just an observer. I've just come here. I've taken this physical body as a vehicle, and I'm just watching what all this physical body is doing, and I'm learning from that. I'm getting wisdom from that. If I am that, why I'm getting caught up in this I business? So here you can apply that picture that I had showed. So what you can say, okay, I'm dropping that star of the team. I'm dropping all, you take all that flesh from inside. Imagine that all that gooey stuff inside, the green dirt that was inside you. You just think that you're putting it out. Okay, this is the star of the team. This blob is star of the team, and this blob is that let's say feeling of what was the other thing that you said? Star of the team, and then let's say the superior, whatever it is that you were feeling. right? These two things, what you do, you act as if you are turning towards God and say, okay, now I am walking towards God, where there is just peace, where there is only soul, there is only like love and those kinds of things. Because I want to go forward in my life, right? I want to keep going forward in terms of experiences and all that, finally finish off all the experiences and then go back to my place A. Yeah, I don't want to constantly be here for eternity. I want to go to my place A, which is like absolutely bliss. I want to be there only. How long can I be here repeating everything? So someday I have to go. So I want to go. At least Smitha wants to go. So what I do, I turn off my back. And then these two blobs, what will I do? It is now turning towards the world. So what I do, I dump that into that Agni. And then once I dump it into the Agni, what am I feeling? Hey, I don't have any attachment to that star of the team anymore. I don't have attachment to that space that I used to say, you're great, you're great. So then you have given off that control to that newcomer. In your mind, you've given off that attachment that you had to all that, you have given off to that newcomer. Then when the newcomer is being appreciated, when the newcomer is this, that, whatever, what will happen? You don't have any attachments, right? You've accepted the newcomer to be a newcomer and all that. Then you will see a beautiful inside from you. You'll now see that you are now in Amazon level 2. Suddenly you'll be in Amazon level 2 and you'll actually be able to see, wow, this guy is really good. Yeah, I didn't even know about it. I was not able to see it in the past because of that two blobs that were blocking my eyes. So now I'm able to see that he's really good. Okay, that divinity inside that person you'll be able to see only through the process of this journaling. Okay, whatever it is, just a creative way of working with yourself. But you need to, after you understand who you are, then you need to apply that process of acceptance, surrender, ego cleaning and all that. Okay, then if you keep doing gratitude practice every single day, that inside knowledge only is going to come and show you how you can do all that. Okay, you might have better ways of doing all these things, but inside that knowledge is definitely going to come. Okay, and then learn the process, whatever I told, apply the process and keep repeating this. Read spiritual books recommended by PSSM. I'll see if I can share some of this. Participate in satsangs where Atma Jnana is discussed. Meditate daily, at least 1 hour. If you are 40 years old, at least 40 minutes daily you have to meditate. Yeah, and nothing is bad, friends. Nothing is bad. Nothing is bad. Even a person who's stealing is also not bad. Nothing is bad, because everybody is here for the experience. And at some point, you were also a thief, which is why you're seeing it in front of you or hearing it in front of you or whatever it is. So nothing is bad. Everything is going on in whatever order it has to happen, it is happening. Have you seen the planets crashing into Earth and all that? If everything is going on in order, you are also a part of that order only. And situations, experiences are part of that order. Yeah, you placed order, experiences are coming to you. So no judgments, thoughts, words, actions, don't judge people. Because even in thoughts, if you're judging, at a thought level also, judgment will come back to you. No comparisons, no expectations. Always be happy from inside and remember that you are God, Aham Brahmasmi. Because the same Paramatma is inside you only. You are the Brahma who has forgotten yourself because you want that for experience. If you think that you are only that divine God all the time, then you will never be able to experience the genuinity of that experience that earth has to give you. If you knew that you were a God, you will never get the experience of being a demon, because you want this experience of being a demon also. You'll go through that experience of being a demon. At some point you are done with demon. Now you'll start to become a God. Transition will happen. Initially you'll become like an animal, then a human, then you'll become God and all that, right? It's just a different phase of experience. So it's a like human evolution, right? From a ape man, how did it become a human being, a person who's walking, like that evolution process. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, I can quickly answer them. Yeah, Nidhi, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. It's been long since I attended a live class of yours. I just could not attend the gratitude class which was going on the weekday. So today I had to be there, ma'am. And thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Right from the start of Holistic Buddha, I can't tell you how much you have changed my life, how much universe, I mean, how much like I'm getting also, and I'm like they say, na, ki, what has meditation given you? So, like, more than gaining, I feel that I'm letting go, or like things are leaving me. So, ma'am, like two, three things are there, ma'am. I have read, like, I know all the concepts, but I think that I'm missing somewhere. Some link is missing. Ma'am, like they say, like we create our own reality. Whatever is there is because of us only. It's because we have created. But then, I've heard from the masters saying that go with the flow. That whatever is happening for like my or the universe's highest good and greatest joy. Then, ma'am, both of these seems to be like contradicting.
Where
Matlab,
I
is it
create my reality and this one. See, when you are creating a reality with the idea that I don't like this, I'm going to change it. There you have resistance, right?
no, no,
Are
ma'am?
you
Like the
resisting and trying to change your reality? Or
no,
are
no,
you
no,
in?
no,
That is
no.
what you have to watch yourself.
When we I had read the secret book long back, around 10, 12 years back, but then this was the depth with which I have understood now was not there earlier. But whenever I'm reading secret, or whenever I'm watching reading the magic book, when they are saying that we are expecting, or we are like pay
Yeah, I
gratitude
can
for what.
understand. See, what happens is in the way secret books are designed is initially you are it is addressing people with consciousness where they say if I don't like this reality, I will change some other reality. Okay, where they say I'm going to place a different order because I don't like this. That is still okay in the secret books initially. But as you practice gratitude and all those things, what will happen is the consciousness will automatically shift to higher consciousness. Then you will only stop placing that kind of order. You will just accept the way it is, life is coming. The orders that were placed in the past will just keep repeating. You'll just experience that, and then you will leave it. You'll experience it, you'll leave it. You'll experience that, you leave. You are not, apart from giving gratitude, you are not giving anything else as an order. It will shift, but that shift will, for it's like initially Rhonda will give you a carrot or a biscuit and say, hey, practice gratitude, okay, you'll get this. They will give you biscuits because until you get a biscuit, nobody will come into that path. Then they know, yeah, if I give biscuit initially, they will keep doing with some desire, some greed, or whatever it is that they have. But slowly, that inner Atma itself will change. The inner light itself will glow, and they will exactly know how to do. Like in pyramid special, in PSSM also, what did Patriji say? He gave some few sutras, and he said meditate. But in Bhagavad Gita, meditation is in the last shatak. He did not talk about karma yoga. He did not talk about bhakti yoga. He just said meditate. He knew that if a person continues to keep meditating and he reads books and he listens to satsangs and all that, he will go to the state of acceptance because books will give him knowledge. When the books has given him knowledge, then the knowledge would have, in that situation, what should I do will come to him. Then he'll come to acceptance and all of that will happen. And slowly that meditation energy is going to constantly keep pushing him forward. And then someday he will realize himself. He doesn't say this or that with meditation. He just says keep meditating.
So
Practice.
exactly, ma'am. So what is happening, ma'am, is like when I'm reading all these books and I'm getting confused, because if I feel that what will I ask, I don't know what to ask also. I feel that if I will ask for one ice cream, maybe universe is thinking of giving me 100 ice creams.
See,
So
it
and
is not wrong to have a desire. It is wrong to have an attachment to that desire. Okay,
correct.
you can say, yeah,
Um,
I would love to have this. You can say it's not wrong. Because if you have a desire which is unfulfilled, right, you will anyway, your soul will come back for that desire. Okay, that cycle will, that is what cycle is. Unless you have the inner consciousness or inner subconscious mind level to say, this desire is maybe the desire for walking on the path of that whatever love or whatever God or whatever it is beyond this desire for me. If you are getting to that state, not logically, but that inner level when it comes, that inner intuitively, if it comes, then you can go in that path. Yeah, I don't have desire. But if actually at a superficial level, if you have that desire, don't have attachments. At some point, if you keep doing gratitude, the attachment, that desire also will get fulfilled. Even without you having attachment, even without you saying, I want this at this time, that time, and all that. That is a part of surrender only. Gratitude works on the concept of surrender only.
Mhm.
So you need to just
Thank you,
allow things to just keep happening. Have desires. Nobody says don't have desires. But we just say don't have attachment to those desires. If the desire doesn't come, oh, when is it going to come? No, it doesn't work like that.
कर्म किए जा फल की इच्छा मत रख.
Mat rakh. Fal ki ichha mat rakh. They didn't say don't have ichha at all. Have
Don't
ichha,
expect
but
for any results.
don't expect results. Having a desire is also a karma only, in a way. At the thought level, it's a karma. But don't expect when it's going to come, whether it's going to come, not come, this life, next life, we don't know when it's going to come. Let it come whenever it wants. When everything matches, it's going to be given. So do everything I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do XYZ. Don't expect anything beyond that. Then what will happen? You are just in the flow of life.
Thank you, ma'am. Lot of clarity, ma'am. Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am. One more thing. Like, ma'am, we say that everything is as per the divine plan. Ravan also came as per the divine plan. Everything is happening for a reason. Then, ma'am, then how will karma build? I mean, if the person who is raping is also raping as per his planning or something, if Duryodhan was also played his character to its perfection and as per the divine plan, then, ma'am, how does karma comes into picture? Like, if you are doing something bad because of your planning, if suppose we two have contracts within each other, amongst ourselves, that I will do something bad for you and you will learn your lesson. But then how will so I will not be building any karma. I will not be making any karma because
See, karma means I did something in body consciousness. I did not do it as an observer.
Okay.
That is karma. Because you need to learn from that. If I do everything as an observer, there is no karma. Even if I go and do something bad to somebody, but I'm an observer, it doesn't get accumulated at all. Right?
How to
See,
make
Ramta had only one life. And he finished everything. He was an observer. He did the worst in the same life. He did the best in the same life. He got realization also in the same life and he went off. Why? Because eventually he learned to be an observer. And when the repercussions came back to him for him to suffer that also, he was an observer in that also. He accepted that also and he finished the quota and he went off. So the moment we start resisting any experience that we have only planned as a part of the soul plan, then what will happen? That is where, yeah, I'm not a soul kind of thing will come. And that is where that the soul will keep coming back for that experience because the body was resisting. The ego was resisting. So it is something that has been done in a non-soul consciousness state. Will keep coming back as karma because it's just, karma is not bad. It is just a accounting system or a tracking system at a universe level or at a cosmic level, whatever you can say, where it is keeping track of your own imprints in your subtle bodies and it's going to keep recirculating this until you finish off and make every account balance zero. There is so many, there is a ton of things that is available in the third dimensional space, third density space. You are here for all that experience and every experience is good. Unless you learn fear, how will you become fearless? Unless you know that night, you will never appreciate the light. Okay. Right? So there is always two sides to everything in the duality space. And you are here for both. In some lives, you've done the bottom portion of it, and now you are trying to get to the top portion of it. And it is spread across all kinds of situations because fear can be with children, fear can be with husband, fear can be in office, fear can be with our own life, fear can be in anywhere, any form and shape and size. And in every single thing, we have to apply the same formula, and only then we will become fearless. It is a constant process of practicing the process. That's all. Process Practice, process, become consistent. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep doing, keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. That's all we have to do in life. That is only life. And over time, as you become good in your practice, you will start to enjoy that while practicing. Initially, you can't enjoy. Initially, you'll be focusing, like how initially a car driver will only be learning to drive a car. First gear, second gear, he'll be like that. Should I go to first gear? Should I go to second gear? He'll be thinking like that. Slowly, what will happen? It goes in that subconsciously, he'll just go to first gear, second gear. You're just gliding the gears. Then you can also see the skies, you can see the birds, and you can also shift the gears parallelly. It is a process of learning. We should not become tired with this process. This is only life. We cannot become tired with this process. This is the only thing that we are coming here to do. Yeah, and if you are, how will you able to auto-generate these experiences which are totally opposite of what you did in the past, unless you are only what do you say? Unless you are basically if you are in resistance, it will not work. You have to be in acceptance. Only then you will learn everything. And there is a system to bring all that to you. Okay, yeah, thanks. Kavita?
Thanks so much, Smitha, in the first place. Meaning heartful thanks. I'm not sure how to, convey it. And thanks to each of you here for asking all the questions as well. Smitha, in continuation to, the last point that we were discussing, meaning the theory is, 1, 2, 3, 4, like for example, what has been listed in the Mari, be it in terms of, how to increase your energy, or for example, I am overweight, what I should eat. There are, the set of naturopathy rules that are present. But when it comes to implementation, there seems to be a barrier, or I seem to be, like stuck. Or for example, that day, if you are doing a corporate work, the timelines push you and so on. But sometimes it's like you feel stuck and you don't, meaning, how do I create that intrinsic motivation to get through, or not get through, go with the flow of life?
See, first of all, you should understand that if I'm restless, if I feel that things are not adding up, some knowledge is not working for me, or whatever it is that I have now is I'm searching for something, but I'm not getting that. If you are in that state, then start practicing gratitude for whatever universe has already given you. You have a body, you may have, let's say you think you're obese, but you have a body that is working. You have an eyes that is working, mouth that is working, everything is working. And for whatever reasons, you have this body the way it is. Maybe there are lessons that you have to learn from that. Ignore that. But for now, everything is working. But have you started appreciating that? No.
Oh,
have you started appreciating the food in your life, this in your life, that in your life? So when you start appreciating and spending 1 to 2 hours thanking God or thanking the Supreme for whatever that has already been given in your life without you having asked for it at all. You didn't say, hey, I want to breathe today. Can you please give me some air? You never said that. You didn't say, I want water. The tap is already running with water. There are so many things in your life. You have parents in your life, you have fruits in your life, you have vegetables in your life, you have knowledge in your life, you have money in your life. Everything is there, but you should start from there. You will get more only when you are appreciating whatever you've already been given.
Okay.
Only when you are thanking for what you have, you will be given more, including energy, including awareness, including everything. And with gratitude practice, it will come. So a very good tool to practice gratitude. Pick up that book called Rhonda Byrne's Magic Book. We did that only last 1 month. So even there are some free gratitude practice playlists that we already have. Some of your friends may also have it, right? If you come to this class, obviously somebody has told you about it.
Yes.
So, did you attend that class? No, I don't think so.
The magic sessions.
You attended,
who's a part of this session now also, she only referred.
You attended?
Yes.
Now, then have you practiced?
I am not practicing it every day, but I practice it like weekly thrice.
That much only you will get then. If you put 10 rupees into the bank, you can't expect to withdraw 100 rupees, no.
Okay.
Yeah, if you invest more, you'll be able to withdraw more.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If your effort is 10 rupees, then you can't expect 100 rupees to come back. The one who practices only will get results.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The one who appreciates, thank you. Let's say you have two children. One is saying, thank you for everything. One is saying, not good. Who will you want to keep pleasing?
Yeah.
The one who's saying thank you for everything.
Yeah.
You may have love for both, but you'll still have an inclination towards that child.
Yeah.
Right? That is what universe's law of attraction also is. If you do 10 rupees worth of work, you will get only 10 rupees worth of returns also.
Mm-hmm.
So practice is a person who practices only will become the king.
Yeah.
He will only be able to get to that state of 100% self-love in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have 100% self-love, you'll become unstoppable. Your life will be flowing with magic. And it works like that only.
Okay.
So practice makes you get the life whatever you want. In practice book, in magic book, we did not say try to do this. Manifestation was not taught in the magic class.
Yeah, right.
Just said practice what you already, thank for what you already have. And we need to spend that time. If we have not spent that time, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure. Thanks for taking the time to, share with all of us also.
Yeah.
So, it gives me the thought Buddha would have given sessions like this only.
Buddha had so much of knowledge that people were not in the level to take that knowledge from him. That is why all their teachings were in the form of encryptions. Cryptic. It was all very high level. There was no low level explanations. But today we are able to explain this at a very low level, practice level, because the energy is very high and our awareness is also very high. It is all because it's coming from the heavens or whatever. At that level, it is coming from God, from immortals, masters. It is coming from that level. That is why I am able to tell. Otherwise, who am I? I am also a person like you only.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Anybody else? Any other questions?
Akka, I have one question.
Yeah, sure.
Akka, my sincere gratitude for everything that you're doing. I just not take much time. My question is, our soul doesn't have any desires attached, right? Is it the unfulfilled karma of this janma that the soul takes, and then we are born as a person in a different body?
Yeah, unfulfilled only. Like that, quotas of unfulfilled only we keep coming back for. That is why if you have seen in many of these scriptures and all, they say, hey, keep chanting God's name, be doing this only, because by the time you die, if you have an unfulfilled desire, oh, I did not even drink coffee, I did not even go to see my grandchild, then you'll come back for that experience. So that is why they say, focus on who you are. I mean, that is the thing. But then technically, until that quota of experiences are over, we don't keep coming. We need to get to that level. But then, see, like you said, for a baby soul, for a soul which is just a baby, who's just starting to experience everything, baby means he's just taken the body and he started his journey. For him, he'll be doing the worst of the life experiences because he's still starting. He wants to finish off how to be a demon and all that, right? You can't look at such a person and say why he can't even understand what I'm telling. Little bit of bhakti is also not there towards God. All that we judge and we complain. That person has just started his journey. So anybody in whatever phases of their journey, let them go through all that. Just because you went through only, you're in this position. So why should we judge somebody else in their position? Don't judge anybody. Don't show pity to anybody. If a beggar is ayo papam, why should we should not? There is a misconception to say, don't put money.
You do anything for me.
Can somebody not talk in between? So don't put money to beggars and all that. They'll get spoiled. All that there is. You watch your emotions, and then if God has given you abundance, if you feel abundant with money, give it to them. Money is just a circle. You are not owning money. You have money, energy, abundance. The more you distribute money, energy, abundance, the more abundance is also going to circulate through you. So like that, if we need to watch our emotions. If I'm pitying somebody because I feel superior and they feel they are inferior to me, that is not the way to go. Okay.
Thank you,
See,
sir.
this soul knowledge and all of those things only as much. See, Bhagavad Gita doesn't say soul will come back, this will come back in past life, all that it doesn't say. It just says no, only this much, that you are a soul. It just says whatever is Paramatma has become you at some level, in some lower form of Paramatma descended, it became you. So you are also Paramatma. That is what it says. It doesn't say past life, this would have happened, that would have happened. All that is basically in general books and all, it will say that. We don't need that knowledge. It is, if you get that knowledge, it's like bonus. But if you understand that I am a soul, I am not this experience, this is how I have to deal with life. Life is very simple. I just have to apply process, keep applying process and learn from it. If my focus is only learning and not attachment and not this and that, then we will focus, will go very fast in that experience.
Smitha,
Thank you
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said don't feel pity for others, right?
Can you raise your hand so that I can maybe replace the pin and then you start?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Smitha. Yeah, for this lovely class. Very nice it is. I have a question. When you said don't feel pity for others, okay, and maybe you meant to say don't get emotionally attached to them. But can we pray for these people? Like, we don't know who they are, but if I'm in a group where, you pray for others for their illness and sickness, that is okay, no? Just praying and not being attached.
Pray in the sense, prayer is a form of talking to God. Meditation is a form of listening to God, right? When you say a prayer, you're talking to God and say, whatever you have given me, you've given me some knowledge to understand and accept my own experiences. If you have come here for experience, that person also is here for experience, and he's also learning from some illness that he has. You have not given him that illness. He only has given him that illness, whatever it is. I'm not making it as reflection and all that, because that topic will become different. So I'm just saying from your point of view. So that person would have come there for some other experience. So just pray that let him also get that knowledge so that he can face those experiences with the knowledge that will help him face that experience and get wisdom from it. Not his health going away and this going, because once he learns wisdom, health will anyway become okay. No, let him learn. That should be the focus. If let him become okay is the prop thing, then what if he doesn't learn? Of course, that will never happen. Unless he learns, that will never go from his life. Even if you pray, if you don't pray, that will never work. Because ultimately, that is his soul plan. Nobody can interfere. Not even God will interfere in that process. God means our Krishnas and Ramas, and nobody will interfere in that process. Because interfering in other soul's plan is against the law. So nobody will interfere. They can help, they will guide, but they will not take away that problem from them, because that soul is Paramatma. Nobody will go against. You are as much Krishna as Krishna. Krishna has his soul has gone to that level because he understood his soul. He went to that level. You have not gone. You're still a baby soul or an adult soul or a teenage soul or whatever it is. So he will not pity the teenage soul and say, oh, let the teenage soul, your papa, he's going through all these experiences. Let me put some more energy into her. I'll take off her into my level. It will not work, because the more you are generally getting everything, it is becoming an entitlement. Yeah, I had to get it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. What wisdom? I have all the wisdom in my life. That will be the approach. Then that kind of thing will come. The more knowledge you get, the more humility you will develop, like Hanuman. So that is why you need to appreciate that everybody is going through something, because they need to learn from it. So ask, if you have to pray for that knowledge that they have.
Pray for the wisdom and knowledge.
Pray for that.
What about healers? Alternative healers. So what about that? They're getting into their karmic cycle if they're doing healing for them?
No, we are not. See, as a healer, I'm also in that space, right? What I personally believe is, if a client is coming to me, I think that they are carrying my own karma and showing me whatever I have to see. I don't think that I heal them. I'm seeing that they are healing me. That is my approach when I work with clients. So I work with them unconditionally because I'm working with them on myself. They are showing me, they are giving me lessons on a daily basis. So you need to have an approach. So that is why I say, change your perspective. Who are you to heal them? You are also a deluded person. That person is also a deluded person. If Buddha only cannot give them enlightenment, what enlightenment you will give them? You can only help yourself. You cannot help anybody. But yeah, in the role of this person, you have chosen that, okay, let's say you're an acupressure person or something. In this role, there are some experiences that you're going to get. And in that experiences, that is where is your learning. And whoever comes to you, you have a karmic connection with them. And they will give you something in return that you have to see inside you only. Like that, you have to approach your own work. And there's a misconception that if I work with diseased people, I will also get bad karma. I will also get bad energy inside me.
Yeah,
I have to shield myself. I have to wash myself with salt water. All these are misconceptions, which is again coming from a place of duality.
not only
I
that,
am superior, somebody else is inferior.
no, not only that, it is like, you're taking their karma, and who am I to take the karma? And I'm like
You will
Buddha.
take the karma if you think that I am superior and they are inferior. That obviously you're getting karma, no? That misconception is, body consciousness gives you karma. That is why in gossip also they say, if you talk about somebody's karma, you get the karma, because you're obviously in a state of ignorance when you're talking about it. So karma means it can be anything. It doesn't mean their karma, your karma. Some karma will come for you. It means you will have a learning. One more point got added for your learning. That's all. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Smitha. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Anju.
Yeah, it is about the Reiki also, Reiki pranic healing and all. Is it the same? That we give healing to others. So is it okay? That's what I'm asking.
See, at some point, when the society needed it, when the society needed that kind of a practice, it was there. And here also, the healer should think that I've chosen this profession to learn from it. And if that process means that I believe that there is divine energy coming through me, and then I channel it through them, you're still in the mode of surrender only. No, you're not doing any change. You're depending on the energy to work through. But any form of healing only removes blocks in that patient. But if that person is in the pattern of, let's say what you did, you thought you healed. Have you removed your misconception that you are still in the misconception that you healed them? No, you healed them. You thought that you healed them, or let's say my energy, me doing this healed them. Correct?
Yeah, probably somewhere,
Yeah, that is not Atma Jnana. That is not Atma Jnana. So that patient is going to come back to you again because you have not learned. So they'll keep coming back to you until you realize what is your lesson. Because any of these professions, right or wrong, all these professions, the soul has planned to attract people in a certain space so that they can show what is already inside us. And of course, energy work will also eventually take you to your own self-realization, which means you will also realize I am an Atma. And in that state, usually they don't make that mistake.
So it's really okay to send healing, and but you should not be involved, but the ego should not come first. That's it, right?
That is what the process of sprinkling magic dust on somebody, the process of sending energy to somebody is the same. You're doing exactly the same. What are you, or like the way Roshni said, prayer, everything is the same. You're just asking the divine to give them whatever they deserve or whatever should come through, so that they can, wherever there is divine knowledge, means wherever there is light, there is no ignorance. So you're just bringing light to that place wherever there was ignorance. But technically, in the physical body, if there is an emotional block, which got created at the block which is in the subtle body, then of course there is a lesson to be learned. Unless that lesson is learned, the subtle body will keep creating that physical body block. You may have removed the cancer cell. Tomorrow that person is going to get cancer again because the root cause has not been fixed. He has not learned the lesson. Can you learn what is the lesson that he has to learn? Will you understand as a healer? No, you are just temporarily working on that block because that is your belief system. It goes at a very high level, but ultimately remember that you are here only for yourself. And everybody around you is only giving you what you have to learn for yourself. That is why you have to work on yourself in all forms, including in your professions. If it's Reiki, whatever it is, you are still working on yourself. Yeah, you are definitely working with the help of energy, but still you need to work on yourself only. That person who's coming to you is not coming for his healing. He's coming to show you the block that you have inside you. You can always say, oh, yeah, there's a block in his stomach, means you can say, oh, there is an energy block I have in my stomach. When you heal him, obviously you're healing the reflection. So it's going to heal through you. It's maybe that is a way that it works. But ultimately, you can never heal anybody. You can only heal yourself. It's just a belief system that says I'm healing somebody else. Okay, because I'm a pranic healer, I know about it. Thanks. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Okay, if there are no more questions, then we can wrap up today's thing. I'll send this YouTube link. I have already sent the YouTube link, right? So you can keep going through these things again and again. And feel free to come for this November class where a lot more details will be explained and talked about. So spread the message so that we help. In fact, I'm helping myself only, I can say, because all of you are a reflection only. So in that sense, we have to share. The only way we can grow is we can only by sharing whatever we have inside us. Until then, the clarity will not come inside us also. Okay, that is the way life works. The way it works is what is coming as knowledge. I can only apply it in my life, and I can only talk about it. I can also talk about it, and that is how I'm going to reaffirm that inside my own life. Okay, so thank you,
Thank
friends.
you so much, Smitha. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.